Hey, what's up, Steeler Nation? Long time no see. I know it's been a while. I've been insanely busy since my last upload back on Thursday, my preview video for the Chicago Bears. I started a new job on Tuesday. It was actually a training day. I actually officially start this job this coming Monday, but I had training on Tuesday. I had to work at my old job on Monday. Unfortunately, I had to miss the game. I had to miss this epic game on Monday night, this roller coaster ride of a game on Monday night. But at least I was able to record the game. I had to watch the game as soon as I got home, which was past 11 o'clock at night. I'm here on the West Coast. And so I didn't get to bed until like 2-something in the morning. And then I had to be at my my new job for training at 9 o'clock that morning. So it was rough. That's one reason why I didn't do a post-game video for last week's game against the Chicago Bears. So I'm going to try to do a post-game / pre-game video with this one right here. And let's get started. Wow. You know, what can I say? It was definitely a tale of two halves, with one half being very lopsided in the Steelers' favor, very similar to the Seahawks game. And then the second half being mostly dominated by the Chicago Bears, even though we're able to drive the ball at the end of the game, drive the ball down the field, and get the job done off the leg of Chris Boswell. Chris Boswell, I'm going to say it's tough. It's between him, Pat Freiermuth, and Najee Harris for the game ball. It's really tough who I'd give the game ball to, but I'm going to give Chris Boswell the edge for this one. I mean, because he kicked 2 clutch field goals in this game. I believe one of them was a 54-yard field goal. I mean, then the one to end the game, that it was a chip shot field goal. Yes, Boswell did miss an extra point, but I believe, man, I watched that extra point closely. I believe that ball was tipped. It's not Boswell's fault. I believe the ball was tipped. I think you have to give a lot of credit to the Chicago Bears special teams on that field goal. But the ball was tipped, and even if Boswell missed it, he's a human being. I'm quite sure. I mean, it very seldomly Tucker has missed some field goals too. He's missed some extra points and field goals too sometime in his life. But back to the game. Wow, this one, like I said, it was a tale of two halves. Watching the recording of the game, I think the back of my mind, I was saying, okay, halftime, we're up 14-3. I'm saying to myself, can we hold on to this lead? Can we hold on to this momentum? And unfortunately, coming into the third quarter, we could not hold on to the momentum. I even when the score was 14-3 Steelers, I think the Chicago Bears were doing a great job getting off the field. I think they were bullying or harassing our offensive line throughout most of that half, the second half, and they were making the plays, we weren't. And you know, I mean, this was definitely a step back for the offensive line, but I'm not angry at the offensive line. I'm not angry at the defense, the secondary, even though I'm a little concerned about our secondary. But I think all throughout this season, we've had issues with our secondary. We've had issues with giving up the deep ball, giving up that big play. And we've struggled to keep a lid on it, as Mike Tomlin has said in his post-game press conference. You know, we have to keep a lid on the big play. You know, we have to stop that big play. Multiple times, Justin Fields was able to find open receivers down the field. Millette really struggled in this game in the secondary. And I just believe that we're going to have to mix things up in our secondary. We're going to have to reposition people, whether it's Minkah Fitzpatrick, whether it's Terrell Edmonds or Joe Hayden, whoever. We're going to have to mix things up. Probably have Minkah Fitzpatrick just play deep, you know, so he can be that extra guy in coverage just in case a receiver beats one of the corners. So especially when it comes to Millette, I think Minkah could be a great assistance to Millette. But yeah, we're definitely having issues with our secondary, and it's been that way all season pretty much. Nothing new right there. That was definitely exposed on Monday night. And of course, our offensive line. I don't need to go into any more detail on our offensive line. It's a young offensive line full of a lot of rookies, and past couple of weeks they were playing really good, but they took a step back in this game on Monday night. But to go back to the first half, we just completely dominated that half on both sides of the ball. We were moving the ball. I think we were winning the time of possession, which was critical in this game. And you can't say enough about Pat Freiermuth. Just like Najee Harris, the guy is getting good, getting better every week. It was really special to see him meeting with Steeler legend Heath Miller before the game. That was really nice to see a clip of them talking to each other and stuff. Very teary, you know, very emotional to see that. But it was a great sight right there, a changing of the guard sight right there. And I'm very certain that did motivate Pat Freiermuth to have a really clutch game against the Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown receptions in this game on 2 red zone trips, which is very rare to see from the Steelers, you know, consistently getting it done in the red zone. But it was beautiful to see us with 2 red zone opportunities turn them into touchdowns. Actually, I'll take that back. 3 red zone opportunities, we turned those into touchdown, because the very first touchdown of the game was a short rushing touchdown by Najee Harris. Just a great hole he ran through, and put us up on the first. But once again, first possession put us up early, 7-0. But back to Pat Freiermuth. Man, he really stood out in this game. I have him on my fantasy. The guy scored me 21 plus points. Just a great performance all around by Pat Freiermuth. Even in the second half, he made he caught a critical pass for, I think, a first down that got us close to the field goal range at the end of the game. But the guy played exceptionally well. Najee being Najee, didn't put up, insane numbers. He only rushed for 60-something yards in the game, 1 touchdown. But Najee being Najee, the guy, he's going to bring it every single week, 110%. And he was an impact in this game, whether regardless of what his numbers were on paper. The guy had definitely some clutch. He has some clutch rushing yards in this game. Plenty of moments in this game in which Najee was able to turn nothing into something. And, he played exceptionally well, even when the offensive line was struggling. And I'm not angry at the offensive line. This is growing pains. This is baptism by fire. You know, this offensive line is going to learn from this. They're going to get better, and hopefully it can rebound. They can rebound in the upcoming game against the Detroit Lions. And I will be talking about them later on. But yeah, just Najee Harris, Pat Fryermuth, you know, it's just great to see young talent, rookie talent, just excel every single week. And Chris Boswell, just clutch. That's all you have to say about Chris Boswell. Clutch, does his job, very similar to Justin Tucker. When his name is called, he gets it done. And he game-winning field goal, just like Seattle, even though this was a lot more dramatic than Seattle, because, you know, we went through some heavy adversity in this game. It's a lot of crap happened in this game. That second half was crazy. Very, very, very crazy. From the Cassius Marsh taunting incident, which I thought it was BS. The guy was just emotional. He got a clutch sack. He got a sack in a very critical moment of the game on Ben Roethlisberger to give the ball back to the Chicago Bears, who previously scored a touchdown. And I thought it was bullshit. The league is getting soft, and it's just, you know, like most Steelers commentators and Steelers podcasters have said, even though the call was in our favor, it's just in general it was bullshit. Let players be emotional in the game. Let them, as long as it's not directed at a specific player, let these guys have fun, man. Cut this bullshit out. You know, this is entertainment. This is one reason why we watch the games. We like to see the celebrations. We like to see the fist pumping and all that great stuff. All of the planned celebration team. Those are really good because they're team celebrations. The team celebrations in the end zone. Everybody likes that. If you don't want to see that, how about stop that? How about the opposing team prevents that from happening? You know. But I thought it was BS. It did help us out, but we didn't capitalize off of it. We ended up we kicked a field goal. We ended up getting a field goal on that drive, but that was it. Chicago was still able to eventually take the lead late in the game. Justin Fields was able to march the team down the field. He just found a lot of, Justin Fields, got to tip your hat to the rookie. That guy's going to be something special if they can just put some talent around him and get a new head coach, man. But that guy's going to be something special, man. He proved himself in the pocket. He proved himself. He was able to, mostly make a lot of great throws out of the pocket. That's his specialty right there, is making throws out of the pocket. And he was able to find a lot of open wide receivers. Finally put the team up for the first time when he found Mooney in the on the right end of the end zone, the left end of the end zone, to put the Bears up 27-26. Just a great catch right there. He threw it only where he could catch it, and you got to tip your hat right there, man. But unfortunately for him, he left us plenty of time to march down the field. Ben Roethlisberger being Ben Roethlisberger, another guy who you got to tip your hat to him as well. And you have to probably maybe the best game so far this season for Big Ben, man. No mistakes in this game. He was sacked quite a bit. I believe he was sacked 5 times in this game. But no turnovers, man. No interceptions. He was able to hold on to the ball and not fumble it. So he did his job as a game manager, and that's all we need at his age. That's all we need from Big Ben, man, is for him to be a game manager. He was able to do everything he needed to do to get us in the field goal range and give Boswell a chance to win the game for us, and he was able to do that. So kudos to Big Ben. He almost got he almost was able to he was almost able to scramble for a first down, man. Just what, a yard, less than a yard short, man. Less than a yard short. He was less than a yard short from running for a first down. Just an epic move by Big Ben. I haven't seen him do stuff like that since early in his career. So he almost was able to totally with that first down, he was almost able to totally melt the rest of the clock and only leave a second on the board, second or two on the board for Chris Boswell to hit a chip shot field goal. So man, he was almost able to milk the rest of the clock for Chris Boswell to win the game. But it didn't matter. The defense was able to hold up. I believe the Bears attempted a 67-yard field goal, and because of the camera angle, it looked like the field goal, it looked like the ball hit the bounced off the crossbar when it really didn't. So it looked a lot closer than it really was. And I was scared shitless, man, because it looked like it was about to go right down the middle, and then it looked like it hit the crossbar. It did not hit the crossbar. It was the angle. The crossbar was actually blocked where the ball landed in the end zone, but it was that the kick was short for it was short for a good distance. But just an epic game, and one of the biggest blunders in this game obviously was the Ray McCloud fumble on a punt recovery after TJ Watt got a huge third down sack to give us the ball back. I'm not going to shit on Ray McCloud. He's a human being, even though I was saying when he recovered that when he recovered the ball, when he caught the ball for a return, I was just saying to myself, please don't fumble the ball, man. Please don't fumble the ball. And sure enough, the ball comes out. A Bears player was able to recover it and take it into the end zone to cut the lead to 23-20. And fortunately, that didn't come back to bite us in the ass. But we just cannot make those mistakes. We can't make mistakes like that in critical moments of the game. But Ray is trying to make a play. Who knows what he could have? I thought he should have fair caught the ball. He really should have fair caught that ball. But it is what it is. He's out. He's a competitor. He's out there trying to make a play. Hey, let's say he takes that to the house. Ball game over. Because at that point we were up. What was it? We were up 23-13. That would have put us up 30-13, and with 12 something left in the game, that would have been all she wrote. I don't think Chicago is built to come back from that big of a deficit. That would have been our biggest lead of the game. It would have been a 17-point advantage, and that would have been it, man. If Ray would have taken that to house, so he didn't. He fumbled the ball. Bears got right back in it. The huge momentum swing right there, and fortunately, we were able to we were able to respond to that. We were able to face adversity face adversity and prevail. And so the Pittsburgh Steelers are now 5-3 and have won 4 consecutive games. We are in second place in our division, and if the Baltimore Ravens lose tonight against the Miami Dolphins, we are number 1 in the division after a 1-3 start. So, man, a win is a win, man. And we just need to keep stacking wins And now let's talk about the Detroit Lions. I'm going to keep this really short because I don't believe in trap games. This isn't college football. You know, you don't have a difference in programs where you have some programs that just have a better recruiting system than other schools. That's where they have an advantage. I mean, college is a whole different atmosphere compared to the NFL, but I don't believe in trap games. Yes, the Detroit Lions are winless. But that's what makes them a lot more dangerous, is the fact that they're winless and they're willing to do anything to get their first win. And what better team to do it against than the Pittsburgh Steelers, an iconic franchise. So they're going to come in, they're going to give us their best. And hopefully we can clean up a lot of the issues that's on our team. We can clean up a lot of the mistakes from the Chicago game. But it's always fun, or make the necessary improvements from the Chicago game to win a more convincing game against the Detroit Lions. But it's not winning a more convincing game because the Lions are winless. It's winning a more convincing game because we can't play the way we played against. We can't take those risks in the second half like we did against Chicago and expect to prevail again. We have to clean up a lot of our mistakes and play a much more cleaner game, play a much more solid game, and put a team away, man. You get a 14-3 lead, a 20-6 lead, you have to put the game away, man. You can't let that team back in it. You have to keep your foot on the gas. And I think that's the one thing that we need to take from this game is don't take a big lead for granted. You keep playing ball until triple zeros are on that clock. You play 60 minutes of football each and every game. You know, it's all about 60 minutes, not about 30 minutes. And it's just as simple as that, man. We have to play 60 minutes of solid football, of hard smash mouth football. And Tomlin preaches that a lot. And this isn't going to be easy, man. This is going to be another huge test for us. This Lions team has a lot of potential, even though they are a winless team. They have come close to winning multiple games. This one in particular is the Baltimore Ravens game from some weeks back. I mean, they were on the verge of winning that game if it wasn't for the leg of Justin Tucker, where the ball bounced off the crossbar and went in. He kicked the longest field goal in NFL history with that one. He made history with that one. For Justin Tucker, the Lions would have a win. They gave the even though the Rams were able to eventually win very convincingly in the game, they gave the Rams issues for at least a quarter and a half some weeks back. So I mean, they've given the Rams issues, they've given the Ravens issues, they've given some other team issues. But this team has a lot of potential, man. I know Goff is struggling this year, but this is still another NFL team. It's still these are professionals, man, on the other side of the ball. So we have to take it that way. And I just want us to win. I want us to win the time of possession battle. I think we lost it against the Chicago Bears. I think that's the big issue I had in that game, was not controlling the tempo of the game, not possessing the ball in the way we should have been possessing the ball in that game, especially in the second half, where we should have had long drives. We should have simply won the time of possession battle against the Chicago Bears. We definitely have to win the time of possession battle against the Detroit Lions. It is looking like we will be playing this game without Chase Claypool due to his ankle. But hey, next man up. I have a lot of faith in James Washington. I have a lot of faith in Ray McLeod. But let's get this done, Steeler Nation. Let's make it 6-3, and everybody enjoy this game and enjoy your weekend. And here we go, Steelers. Let's do this, baby. Everybody have a good one.